Hello there, and hello there. This is Mini Superheroes Today. This is the show you're looking for. That's what I was going to say. No, I was going to say it. Oh, stop it. All right. Goodbye there.
And how about that amazing intro from James Arnold Taylor, the voice of Obi-Wan? Thank you so much to James for that intro, and welcome to today's video where I'm recapping my experience from ICCC Con 2021 here in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, as you can see, I got a trove of vintage Star Wars action figures. I'll kind of walk you through what I got, but I also got some incredible Lego stuff, which is sitting just off camera here. ICCC Con is the Imperial Commissary Collectors Convention. It's an amazing con that just finished its third go-around here in Nashville. It'll be back next year for 2022, and I had so much fun. You know, guys, after what a crazy and honestly not so great year 2020 was, ICCC Con was really just... it was so refreshing. I had so much fun. There's so much to tell you guys about. I vlogged throughout it all, so we're going to cover a lot today. I have more content I'm going to push out that isn't even part of this video, but I want to say thank you to Michael Havens, who I do some work with, who put on the con, and all of the amazing staff and volunteers that made the con possible. Now, with that being said, let's dive into day one and what I got on day one. Amazing. I'm here with the Negotiator himself, which is a Star Wars reference in and of itself.
The Negotiator!
As you saw in the video, there's lots of great Star Wars toys and stuff going on, but the Lego stuff here is fantastic. I actually picked up something this morning, and the Negotiator's been holding it for me all day, so is it still under here?
Yeah, it's still under there. Grab it.
So this was a bucket list set for me, the Ultimate Collector Series Slave 1. One of the coolest Lego sets to date for sure. Amazing minifigs. Of course, it's got that great Boba Fett. He's got that arm printing on there too that makes him exclusive to this set. And it's a set that I've always wanted, so thank you so much for the hookup on it.
Oh, not a problem.
So
we
grateful.
wanted to open that and play with it ourselves, but you made us such a convincing argument.
Well,
We had to negotiate.
I'm so excited with this one. It is sealed too, which is really cool. Well, this is definitely my big buy for the con. I'm really excited to own it, and thank you so much.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we're going to get a little bit closer here and take a look at some of the unbelievable sets he has. I got the one I wanted, but there are some incredible things here, so let's take a look. Some incredible sets here. The Slave one's going home with me, but check out these sets. This here is the original TIE Bomber. Now, LEGO has really never featured this very often. This would have been from the early 2000s. I'm thinking 2003 or so. Yep, we got a 2003 copyright right there. It does have a little dent in the front of the box, but it's still an incredible piece of history, especially sealed. Incredible. So cool to see. You can see it would drop out the little bombs there. And there's some great advertisements here, too, for the old Jabba's Palace with the add-on sets and the Skyhopper. Just a fantastic set all around. And really cool to see one sealed. Probably the craziest thing here, though, is the TIE Interceptor. Now, this bad boy is sealed. I mean, I can't even believe I'm holding this. This is an Ultimate Collector Series. It's the only Ultimate Collector Series TIE Interceptor. There are a couple ships that they've remade over the years, but obviously this is not one of them. Just an incredible piece of LEGO history to hold. 703 pieces, which for Ultimate Collector Series is actually pretty small by today's standards, but an incredible piece. Take a look up here, too. We've got an original KB Toys sticker on there, and this went on clearance. How did this make it to clearance? I do not know, but what an incredible piece of LEGO history. If I've said it once, I can say it a million times. I cannot believe I'm holding a piece like this right now. Just absolutely incredible. Look at this. Now, you guys, if you watch my channel, you know that I got this, I don't know, maybe about a year or so ago, but mine was open and I reviewed it. This is sealed. Once again, maybe not quite like that one, but I can't believe I'm holding a sealed copy of this set. You can see where there would have been some stickers up here from where it was originally. If it went on clearance or anything, I guess we'll never know, but just an incredible piece of LEGO Star Wars history. If you look on the box too, it actually would have opened up like a pizza box, So that's very cool, and it's really, really amazing. So just some incredible sets here. If we come up here, you can see there's some more modern stuff, like a Kylo Ren shuttle. There's an Imperial Star Destroyer. Of course, the Ultimate Collector Series R2-D2, which LEGO is remaking soon, rumor has it. But that's a really great model as well. There's an old TIE Fighter up there, which is pretty cool. Not quite as rare as the Bomber, because they've made the TIE Fighter quite a few times, but there are some incredible sets here. So I'll round out this segment by saying thank you again to the Negotiator for the great deals and for getting to hold and talk about some amazing LEGO history. So how about that, guys? Thanks again to the Negotiator for that amazing deal on that Slave 1. It's sitting right here, and I can't wait to build it. Now, after all of that went down, something happens at ICC Con called lobby sales and room sales. Let me tell you about it. In the lobby of the hotel, people will set up stuff there, and they'll sell posters and t-shirts and just random stuff from their collection. So maybe if they're not a vendor on the con floor, they can still trade with other collectors and sell some stuff. So from that, I got some cool LEGO stuff. I got this DJ poly bag, which is from The Last Jedi, for $5. That's pretty amazing. I also got this LEGO Ideas set, which then you go to the room sales. It's the same concept, but people open up their hotel rooms, and then you go in and you can buy stuff there. Now from those, I got this amazing store display. Check that out with Lego Darth Vader. So this would have gone on like a shelf like this, if my arm were the shelf. And it's just a cool little display. I don't know if it's for Target or Walmart. I honestly don't know, but it was only $2. I could put this on my shelving behind me. It's gonna be amazing, and I absolutely love this. I've had some friends at the con say, hey, what was your best haul for the weekend? I mean, the Slave one is amazing, but I love this. It's so unique, and I'm so happy to have it. So that's that. And then in the room sales, I also got this collectible minifigure series of the weightlifter from the circus, of this dancer girl, this dance instructor, this pharaoh for $4. That's pretty cool. And then the crazy scientist. All of those together were about $20, so that wasn't too bad. On the con floor, I got this Jessica Cruz Green Lantern poly bag. This is the last Green Lantern minifigure I need. I have them all now, including the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Might need to do every Green Lantern video coming up here, but in any case, that's that. And then I got all these vintage figures, which is pretty amazing. I started collecting vintage probably in December of 2020 or so. You know, like I said, I work with Michael Havens, who puts on the con, and I do some shipping stuff for him and some online stuff. And so being around vintage figures all the time with him kind of made me get bit by the bug, and that was that. So before I start talking about my vintage figures, let's look at day 2 of ICCC Con.
Execute Auto 66.
Alright, so day 2 was pretty dang awesome, and I just had so much fun. I mean, more room sales, more lobby sales. It was amazing. So, yeah, let's take a look at these figures a little closer now. Okay, so here's my first batch of vintage figures, but first, I want to show you guys this. One of the vendors there had this, and I, of course, saw the LEGO Star Wars logo, and I was like, whoa, what the heck is that? Then I saw the visual dictionary. I flipped it over and saw the 101009, so this came out in 2009. Look at that Darth Vader, but it was only $3, and I had to buy it when I opened it up. As you can see, it's a, kind of promotional thing. I heard it was from San Diego Comic-Con, but when you open it up, it's postcards, and you guys know from my weekend toy haul videos that I collect postcards, so this is the coolest thing ever. LEGO, Star Wars, and postcards. It really is custom made for me, and I'm so excited to have these. I've never seen them before. I mean, look at that. Cloud City Fett, Jango Fett, Zam Wessel, just absolutely amazing. I'm so happy to have found these. I didn't even know they existed, and yeah, they're just a great addition to my collection. Captain Rex, so freaking cool. So with that being said, I just had to show you guys those because I forgot to put them in the main part of the video, if I'm being completely honest with you. Anyways, on to the figures here. I got these from a place called Cookville Toys, so We've got an AT-ST driver here. Now, pretty much none of these have their accessories, and I'm okay with that. I just want to put them all on a shelf, honestly. This is a Cloud Car Pilot. Now, if you're into vintage Star Wars, you'll know that he came with a little radio, and it's like a walkie-talkie thing, but that walkie-talkie is so rare now that it's worth more than the figure. I only paid $3 for this one, which is a pretty good deal, all things considered. You can see he's got a little mark there, but anyways, here we go with Greedo. Now, this Greedo doesn't look anything like the movie, but you have to remember that when this came out, he was based on concept art still, so I guess Greedo changed outfits between then and the final film. Here we have Bespin Luke Skywalker, and I paid $6 for this, but honestly, I probably shouldn't have. I didn't notice when I looked in the baggie, but you could see the paint is kind of coming off his hair. It almost makes him look like his hair is thinning. It's not a great-looking figure. I actually shouldn't have bought it, but at least it kind of fills the hole in my collection for now, and I'll sell it eventually later. Here we have Hoth Han Solo, a really nice figure. Of course, he's got some chipping, but I only paid $3 for this, so that is pretty dang cool. Then last but not least, we have Ree from Jabba's Sail Barge. Really nice figure, pretty nice condition. I paid about $3 for it, so let's keep moving on. All right, guys, well, here's day 3 of the con and what I picked up that day. Alright, so my first buy of today, Sunday, is this giant Episode 2 poster. Holding it out there, it's cardboarded and bagged and everything. It's really cool, but I don't know why. For some reason, LEGO did so many promotional posters for Episode 2 and not really any of the other LEGO Star Wars movies. I mean, there are LEGO Star Wars posters, don't get me wrong, but for some reason, there's so many for Episode 2. Undoubtedly, the best figure I bought is this Boba Fett, and the price would reflect it. I paid $50 for this bad boy, but he's very rare and, of course, one of the most iconic action figures of all time. He does have his gun, which contributed to the price. You can see he's got a little chip in his armor right there. He's got a little bit of wear on the back of the jetpack, but overall, it's a very, very nice Boba Fett. I'm really excited to finally have him for my collection, and yeah, I tried to ask the guy if he would take less than $50, but he wouldn't. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to splurge, and I bought it anyway. All right, so on Saturday night's room sale, I went into somebody's, hotel room and was looking around at what they had to sell, and they had this for $1, this speeder bike for $1. When you press this button, the whole thing, pops apart like that, and I'm not going to get up off camera to get that, but the whole thing's supposed to, come apart like you shot it and blew it up. Now, like I said, this was $1, and I looked on another table and saw this Princess Leia for $5. Now, the Princess Leia is supposed to have, a vinyl cloth that goes over her shoulders that is kind of like more of a cape, but obviously this one does not have it. I had this because I picked it up. It's a Rebel Trooper, and I had 2 of them, and I'm not really into duplicates for my vintage Star Wars collection right now. I'm okay with just trying to get one of everybody. So I said, they had one of these on their table for $8. So I went up to the person that was running the room, and I said, hey, you have one of these for $8, and you want $5 for this. Could I just trade you? I'll give you this, you give me this. She laughed hysterically and said that offer was so cheesy and lame that she would just sell me these, the speeder bike and Leia for $3 and let me keep this one. So I ended up keeping my figure, and I got these even cheaper, so I was really thrilled with that. It was a great laugh, and honestly, I'm so excited. As far as my figures go, this was my last haul, but it definitely is the best story. So there's this guy named Trucker Nick on the Imperial Commissary, which is a group on Facebook. Anyways, this guy Trucker Nick put up this video where he was talking about, how excited he was for ICCC, and then in the room sales, I ended up getting to meet him. And not only did I meet him, I got flipped. So let me tell you what happened. All of these figures he had laid out on his bed. He had a bunch of figures for sale, and they were $5 a piece or 5 for $20. So I went ahead and picked out the 5 I wanted, and he said, all right, if you're going to buy these, I'm going to flip you. And I said, what does that mean? And he said, well, stay tuned. He said, go pick another figure off the bed. So I went and I picked a Darth Vader. So I picked up the Darth Vader, put it there, and then he took this Endor Leia and set her aside and put Vader there instead. He pulled out a coin, his friend Corey had the coin actually, and he said, okay, so this is what it looked like. Then he said, go ahead and pick heads or tails. I picked heads. He said, if you get heads, I'll sell you all of these figures for $20. If you get tails, he's going to keep this one. I really wanted this figure, but my friend Michael was like, nah, man, you should do it. Like, you know, it's Trucker Nick. So I'm like, all right. So whatever. So I did it. I flipped it and I got tails. I didn't get the deal. So Trucker Nick kept this one and I got all of these. I was honestly kind of bummed. And when I showed up and met up with my buddy Michael the next day, he had actually gone back and bought this one for me. So I ended up getting them all for $20 anyways. So thanks to Trucker Nick for the deal. And thanks to my buddy Michael for picking this one up for me. Alright guys, well thank you so much for hanging out with me and checking out this vlog of ICCC Con. I will definitely be going next year and pretty much till the end of time as long as there are ICC Cons. So yeah, if you ever want to meet me, ICC Con is a great place to do it. I will always be there. I'm going to start doing some more cons as the world opens up here again, but yeah, it was amazing. So drop a comment below and let me know what you think the best part of my weekend was as far as the hauls, the celebs I got to meet. It's pretty amazing. Thanks again to James Arnold Taylor for doing the intro to this video. Thanks to the IC staff for making it possible. And thanks to you for watching the video till this point. I'll catch you guys next time. If you liked what you saw and you liked what you heard, feel free to click that subscribe button for more LEGO videos coming in the near future.